So welcome to the channel. Today I'm just running these codes on this W166. The code right here is telling me that is a compression misfire cylinder 4. So I'm going to take you through the process of replacing the injector on this W166 Mercedes ML350. So the only difference between this and the E-Class and the C-Class is that we have an extension which goes back all in there. I'm going to take you through the process of removing all this other stuff out here and to continue on from it. So the tools you'll need for this procedure is as follows. You'll need a ratchet, so I'm going to use this ratchet right here. Number 2, you'll need a 10mm, just like this over here. Number 3, we're going to use this going to be like is an E10, looking like that. Number 4, we're going to need is a 8mm. So this one I'm going to show you what to open with, and also with it we might need an extension, so just something small. And then next to that we'll need this is Torx 20. I don't know if this thing can zoom in. It's a Torx 20. So once that is done, lastly we're going to need a flat Phillips just like this. And then so also you'll need is a 19mm. Once you have all these tools ready, we can begin the process. So to begin, and number 2, you come right over here, you disconnect from here and right from over here. So you remove this just from here, remove right from there too. This one comes like that. And then right here we have one E10, and then behind here we have another one, but this one is already missing, but you have to take this from here and here. Another thing you do is you remove this kind of connector right here. You just pull it like that, you take it out. And then another thing, you disconnect from right over here. You just do this, it just comes out like that. Once it comes out, you just push it back, and then we can open this too. And then we take our E10 and then we just open it out like that. Put it in a safe place. You do that for the same right here. Once that's done, we push it away from here like that. Just pull like that. Push from behind. It comes out like this. One thing you do, you take out this plastic rubber thing. You just pull it out like that all the way until here. It comes like that. Then you come to the right side, you take this one out, so you just pry from right over here, and then there's just connections. Make sure it comes out from over there, then you pull it out. The same is over here. You just come like this, you just lift it up, you move it from all over there on the corners, take it out, and then it comes out like that. So once that's done, we come right over here. We have 8mm right here. And then when you come on top is an 8mm, and then right here too is an 8mm bolt. And then when you come on the side is an 8mm. So to continue, we use our 8mm. Just right here, we open this. Then the second one is just right over here, is an 8mm. So once that's out of the way, you can just take it out. You just take out like that, and then this thing should be able to just come out. We just pull it out like this. It gives us the space right over here. So you come to this other side, you just come to here, there's an 8mm. You can open it from right here. And then once this comes out of the way, that's the only thing holding. And then there's an 8mm right over here. So next you come to this one right over here, you just open it. So once this comes out of the way, just like that, you take it out. and then we take out this thing right from here. So there's this hook right here, so when you're putting it back later on, make sure it locks over here. Same goes to this other side. Is this kind of hook which is going to be right over here. When you're putting it back, the other one, make sure it locks over here. And then what remains over here, we have our 8mm, which is going to be here. And when to come to the right over here, we have an 8mm too, so you'll need something flexible to get here. So you just come over here. Alright. So you get it out from there. Last one. So when you finish those two, you just come over here. There's a 10mm just under here, and there's another 10mm under right here. So because it's so tight, what you do, you use the 10mm just like this, a flat. So this comes like this. So once this is out, so we have one last thing right here which is going to block this thing from coming out. So what you do, you just pull it up. Once you pull up like that, you just pull on the side like over there, and then you just lift this thing over here, let it come out, and then you pull it to the side, and then this thing is going to come from this side. Just comes out like that. So once it's done, you see you have enough space to work with this thing right over here. So there's a lot of space for this thing. So first things first, you come right over here, you remove this one right here, just pull like that, you just pull on the side, you just disconnect from right over here like that. Once that's done, you just come right over here, use your flat, you disconnect this right over here, and then you just you pull it out, you let it loose, and then number 3, you come right over here, you can use your flat, or you can just pry it out like that, and then you pull it out. It comes out without a problem. You can just disconnect from it to be loose and free. Alright, another thing, you just come right over here, you remove this, and then you just it comes out like that, you put it on the side. Another important thing, you see this thing yellow right over here, you just pull it like that, it just comes out. I'll show you where this is connected on later on once we finish doing it. So I just pull like that, then it should be good to go for this side. Another thing, you see right here, this thing is locks right here, so you just pull it on the side, and then when you come right in front here, you disconnect this guy right here, you take it out. So what you do, you can use the, because it's so tight, you use the flat Phillips, and then you just use it on both sides, and then once you're done, you just pull like that, you should be able to come out, and then you can let it sit on the side right here. Alright, so once that is done, we have one last one right over here. This is the throttle body, just right over here. You can just remove from right over here. Once you do that, it just comes out like that, so you just let it stay on the side. Then finally we come to this other side right over here. So we're going to disconnect two things. We're going to disconnect this right here, is connected right here, and then we're going to disconnect this one over here right on top. So we can start from this. Alright. It comes out like that. And then you come down here, this one right here. Can disconnect. Alright, can disconnect like that, and then you can open, so this thing comes out without a problem. Once these two are out of the way, so and then you get your Torx 20, and then you come right here. You see this right here over here. Use your Torx 20, you just open like that. This one comes out of the way, you put it in a safe place, and then you can disconnect this. Just make sure it's just out of the way like that. Next we come right in the middle right here, and then we use our Torx 20. Right here, we use the next one too. So you take them out, so these two, you put it in a nice place, and then we just pry this thing like this from the top. Alright, take a flat Phillips, and then we just pry like that, and then it should come out from the front. Make sure this thing comes from right here, because these clips go right in over here and over right here. So once it's out of the way, it exposes this two Torx 10 E10 is E10 right here and right here, and then the last one is right here, is an E10 down right there, and then the final one is going to be right over right here. So we get our E10s, and then we can open this intake right here. So we take our E10 right here, and then we just go right over here, and then we can open it. Right over here too. Then you go all the way here on the last side. It's a bit tricky, just make sure you have something flexible to let you go in like that. And then once it's all the way in, just align it, and when you align it well, and then this thing aligns to where it's supposed to go, then you can just open it like that. Open it like this, take it out. Alright, so once that is done, you come here, you come to the one in the front right here. Right, I just lay the line, and then we can open. Alright, and then you can itself, and then you can open everything up. You come to this side too, you can open it all the way. This takes all the way like that. Just confirm everything is out. And finally, I think this thing is done. So what we do, we can leave this thing slowly. We just remove it like that, and this thing just comes like that without a problem. So this is how it looks like, and this is how our engine looks like when we've already removed the intake manifold. So you can just put this intake on the other side, on the safe place. Injector, what you do, you just come right over here. You disconnect this vacuum hose. You just press on both sides, and then you just push it back. You press like heavy, you push it back, this thing comes like this. And then the second one, you just press over right here like this, and then you push it back to like that. This thing should be able to just pop out without a problem. And then right over here, it's kind of locked here. You just come like this, you remove it from here, this angle like this, it gets out from there. Then you can put it on a safe place. Next thing, you come right here, you just disconnect these injectors connectors. You just do that, just do right over there, and then you can just take them out. 1, 2, and then this is the last one, is the third one. And then right here, you come to the injector right in front right here. What you do, you bring a flat Phillips, and then you disconnect this right here, right over there, and then you can just hold it, and then just put it like that. You just press right on top right here, and then you can put it right behind there, because you're down from there. Number 2, you use our this is our 19mm flat. You just open this right here. Also be careful when you're opening, you might spray some gas, so just keep a safe distance. So to open it up, you just push it back, because this is kind of like anti-clockwise. Okay, right over there, and then be careful, I'm going to shoot some gas, because there's pressure right there. You can hear how this thing is coming out. See right here, this gas is a lot, so you let it at least go down. Okay, you can just open it with your hand. I think the pressure is gone. Alright. Oh shit, oh damn. Alright, so you let it just go away. The engine is still warm, so it's gonna bubble a little bit. Okay, so that is that. So once that's done, and then we continue, remove these things which lock into the injector rail. So we just take this one out, we just pry like this, it comes out. Same time we pry from here, it just comes back like that. And then exposing towards the injector. So we have this this is E10s. These are 2 for all these 3 sides. There's a 2, and lastly there's a 2. So normally to give me more space, I normally like opening these ignition coils. I just open these 2 E8s, open 2 and then open 2. So these things are more flexible, so that it gives me enough space to work on the injectors. And before I do that, we have this computer which is on the way. So what we do, we just pry it out. So I just take my flat Phillips, then pry it like that, and then let it sit on the side. Just let it sit on the side to give us enough space. So once it's on the side, we have enough space to work on these ignition coils. So we'll also need E8mm. just like this, to open the ignition coils. So you take your E8 right over here, and then you just open. You take them out. Alright. So you take everything out and then you put it on a safe place. So what you see right now, we have free space right here, which you can just push your ignition coils to the side, so we have enough space to work on these injectors. So to begin, you just take our E10 and then we open all these E10s. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in number. So right over here, this is the first one. This is the second one. So you take out the second one. Take out the third one. That's the fourth one. Put it on the side. And then one important thing I have to point out before I continue, let me finish this one first. Last one right over there. So you take this one, this is the last one. You move out from there, and then you have all these things right here. This one is open right here, open right here, open right here, open right here, this one here, and this one is the last one. So something quick I'd like to point before I proceed to remove this thing. It's very important to cover this area right here. So you just take something like this, maybe a microfiber towel. You make sure nothing gets in here, so you just cover all the way. Just make sure you cover it well. And then once this area is covered, and then you can proceed to do your work, your injector and stuff. So once this thing is done, you just make sure it's covered well and nothing gets in over there. So once it's done, you take your flat Phillips and then you just come right over here. You just lift it up like this. You lift it from the middle right here, and then you lift it right over here. So if you're observant, you'll notice this thing is kind of like blocking this thing. So what you do, you just push this thing to back. Just push it a little bit. You use the flat Phillips. You push it like that. Just use the leverage of this thing right over here. And then you push it all the way like that. This thing just comes out like that. Be careful. Also sometimes you can just open here, but this one, there's no problem. It's a bit flexible. Once that is done, this thing just comes out without a problem. You just lift it up like this, and just like that, our injectors are out. Mind that. So just like that, these injectors come out like this. So our injectors are out. So this is how it look like. They're being held over here, and then also these are our injector plates, spaces. So you can put something, you cover it up. You just take maybe kind of like paper towel. So you just take like a paper towel and then you just make sure you block it right there, nothing should get in there. So you do all for the rest right here, you just do that. Alright, and then the last one, and that's it. We just did that for the last one, so we're good to go. So you can now start working on this. You can work on the injector, you see if they are good. You can replace to replace the injector, what you do, you remove this lock. Let me show you how you guys should remove the locks. To remove the lock, you just take this right here, you just move it like from right here, see, like right there. This thing just comes like that, and then you just pull it out. It just comes without a problem. You just take it out like that, and then this is how our injector looks like, and then you can just pull it out. It's a bit tight, but just a little pressure, this thing just pops out like that. And then this is how our injector looks like. So you can go ahead and get the replacement, then you can replace it, and then you can put a new one on the car. So before you do your installation back, what's very important is when you come right over here, when you see the new injector, there is some kind of some writing over here, is some code. So another thing you have to pay attention to is when you come on top of the injector, you see the number right there is a 3222CA. That number, you need to keep it. Also that number is located on the lower side of the injector. So when you come on the injector, you see right there 322CA is going to be either on this side or it's going to be on the lower side of the injector. It's very important. Just take a picture of it and then keep it, because once you start doing the installation, this number is going to be required so that when we program it to our car, so that our injector will perform as required. And then to put it back, you just do everything in reverse, and you should be good to go. Alright, thank you for watching the video, and I hope it really helps you out, and see you next time. Alright, bye bye.